Okay, time for another comic review, I think. Yes, I've decided to do another one of my little reviews, this time of a comic called Man-Thing, which is actually written, believe it or not, by R.L Stine. Yeah, that R.L Stine of Goosebumps fame. And it's quite different from some of the other ones that I've looked at, either the Foldings or Dark Crystal. This is very much more a sort of like a horror-y type comic. Man-Thing, if you don't know the character, I don't know whether you might know Swamp Thing from DC Comics, which is a similar creation, but R.L Stine has taken this this creation of Marvel's and infused it with a real jokey but still grotesque horror sort of vibe, which is I don't know, it's really given the comic a bit of verve. Now, I mean, look at the front of that. He's a swamp creature from the back of beyond, created by science gone wrong. But this comic uses the word bling in a sensible sort of stylist capacity, and deals with his struggle with acceptance and finding his place within the world and within the nature of himself, despite the pressures and the scorn of those around him. And it's just it's quite an uplifting beginning to a reintroduction of this character into the Marvel Universe at the hands of an author who is very good at that kind of humorous, slightly satirical horror. And a lovely little bonus of this particular comic, I don't know whether it's going to be happening in each issue, but certainly in this issue we actually get an original R.L Stine story as well, told in the medium comic books. So like, yay, we get an extra little bit of goodness to go with the rest of the comic. But I mean, the artwork in this is really sort of like grotesque and well drawn. But there's a wonderful. I mean, look at those eyes there, and in that picture there. This is a monster that feels and has heart and soul. But it's got wonderful artwork. It's got a lovely sense of pacing and some great little bits of action in it. Got no idea exactly where this is going to go, but it just has curveballs. It has little bits of extra layers that you wouldn't necessarily expect from maybe a horror comic, maybe a monster comic, maybe not even from this character. But it's very well worth a look, and it's got a lot of joy in there, a lot of joy. So I would thoroughly recommend this. So this would be another one of my picks for you to check out, because it's kind of awesome. And I'm just gonna read a few of the opening panels because it's quite fun. But don't let this dissuade you, because it goes off in a direction. So it's a deadly encounter beneath the cypress trees. Supreme test for a man-monster attempting a comeback. He knows inhuman strength isn't enough to get past the silver centipede. Who will succeed? Man-Thing wishes he had a script. With those poisonous mandibles, I can't get close enough to snap the big bug in two. As Man-Thing hesitates, the centipede taunts him, a barrage of cheap insults designed to demean and demoralize. Well, I didn't know they could pile human waste that high. Where does swamp end and you begin? Think you're attractive just because you attract flies? Here's a newsflash. They have this thing called deodorant. Get back to the swamp. There's a gator waiting for his breakfast. Yeah, and that was a rendition just of those couple of opening pages. So you've got a pitched battle going on, but yeah, there's a jokey element in there, isn't there? With all the sort of like the creature feature stuff. So yeah, it's well worth a look. Pick it up at your local comic book shop. My local one being Dark Side Comics, where I got this one, which is always an awesome place to hang out. But yeah, that's my review for today. Thank you very much for stopping by, and have a grand Sunday.